Analysis of the film Tropic Thunder, 2008. What is the movie about? Tropic Thunder is a Hollywood satire that follows a group of egocentric actors shooting an epic Vietnam War movie, but the production spirals out of control, and they end up in a real conflict, still believing they're filming. The genius lies in mocking the excesses of cinema, actors, and the industry itself. Humor. The movie doesn't hold back when it comes to pushing boundaries. It's filled with politically incorrect jokes, exaggerated caricatures, and sharp social commentary. As standout is Robert Downey Jr., who plays an Australian method actor in blackface, portraying a black soldier, something so absurd it only works because the film is deliberately criticizing radical acting choices. Another unforgettable moment is Tom Cruise, completely unrecognizable as Les Grossman, a bald, overweight, explosive studio executive. He steals the show every time he appears. Critique of the industry. The film nails its satire by mocking the vanity of actors who think they're geniuses, over-the-top marketing, how far Hollywood will go to win awards and applause. It's basically a love-hate letter to cinema, laughing at its own absurdities. Curiosities about Tropic Thunder 2008. 1. Robert Downey Jr. received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor thanks to his role as Kirk Lazarus, even though the performance was highly controversial because of the blackface portrayal. 2. Tom Cruise only agreed to play Les Grossman if the character could dance in several scenes and if he had extremely large and hairy hands. The production team accepted, and the result became one of the most iconic parts of the movie. 3. The fake trailers that appear at the beginning of the movie, such as Satan's Alley and Scorcher 6, were filmed with the same technical dedication as real trailers in order to make them look authentic. 4. Jack Black improvised many of his funniest and most desperate lines, especially the ones in which his character is begging to recover his secret stash of illegal drugs. 5. The movie generated serious controversy since activist groups protested against its use of offensive language and certain portrayals of people with disabilities. 6. Even though the story is set in the Vietnamese jungle, all of the jungle sequences were actually filmed in the state of Hawaii in the United States of America. 7. The production had a budget of approximately 92 million United States dollars, which is considered extremely high for a comedy movie. However, it was a financial success, grossing more than $195 million worldwide. 8. Ben Stiller explained that the idea for the movie was partly inspired by stories he heard from actors who participated in boot camps to prepare for war movies. Many of these actors complained constantly about the training, and that became one of the comedic inspirations for Tropic Thunder. 9. At the MTV Movie Awards, a special dance performance was created with Tom Cruise dressed as Les Grossman, which became as famous as the movie itself. 10. The role of Rick Peck, which was eventually played by Matthew McConaughey, was originally written for Owen Wilson. However, Owen Wilson left the project because of personal issues, and Matthew McConaughey replaced him. Lessons from Tropic Thunder 2008. 1. Do not take yourself too seriously. The film constantly mocks the egos of actors who think they're geniuses. It reminds us that humility and the ability to laugh at ourselves are essential in life. 2. The danger of ego and vanity. Many characters are blinded by their own pride and desire for fame, which leads them into dangerous and ridiculous situations. This teaches the importance of keeping your ego in check. 3. Collaboration is key. Despite their differences, the characters have to work together to survive the real conflict. It shows that teamwork and mutual support are vital in any challenging situation. 4. Exaggeration can reveal truth. By using extreme humor and absurd situations, the film exposes the absurdities of the film industry and human behavior. Sometimes exaggeration is the best way to reflect reality. 5. Adapt and survive. The actors are forced to improvise and adapt when the situation becomes real. This is a reminder that flexibility and quick thinking are important skills in life. 6. Criticism can be funny, but meaningful. Even though the movie is a comedy, it delivers strong social commentary about Hollywood, method acting, and cultural insensitivity, showing that humor can carry important messages. Reception of Tropic Thunder 2008. Tropic Thunder received generally positive reviews from critics and audiences alike. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds a critic score of 82%, indicating that the majority of professional reviewers praised its humor, satire, and performances, especially that of Robert Downey Jr. The audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is slightly lower but still positive, reflecting a 66% approval. Many viewers enjoyed the outrageous comedy, the over-the-top characters, and the clever critique of Hollywood, though some were uncomfortable with the politically incorrect jokes and controversial scenes. Overall, the reception shows that Tropic Thunder successfully balanced absurd humor with sharp satire, earning it a reputation as one of the most memorable comedies of the decade. Now, here's our opinion.
I watched the 2008 movie Tropic Thunder and found it quite different from what I expected. The film is about the making of an action movie and brings together some of the biggest comedians in one story. Usually, I'm a bit cautious with movies like this because when there are many comedians, each one needs space to shine according to their strengths. And that's where the challenge lies, distributing the right amount of screen time so that all actors can shine without anyone being overshadowed. Surprisingly, Tropic Thunder handles this extremely well. I was really impressed with the story and especially with the performances. The one that surprised me the most was Tom Cruise, playing Les Grossman, a narcissistic and explosive studio executive. His performance is absolutely iconic, completely different from what we usually see from him. The acting is so intense and out of character that I didn't recognize Tom Cruise from most of the film. I only realized it was him in the final scene when he appears dancing, and even then it's a surprise. He really nailed the role. As for the other characters, each actor contributes uniquely, making the movie genuinely funny and clever. The comedy isn't just about outrageous jokes. It also comments on the film industry, showing Hollywood's behind-the-scenes chaos, the pressure on actors, and the process of making an action movie. One of the most interesting aspects of the film is Robert Downey Jr.'s character, Kirk Lazarus, which serves as a direct critique of the blackface tradition. For those who don't know, blackface involved white actors painting their faces black to play black characters, a clearly prejudiced practice. In the film, Downey Jr.'s character, a white actor who undergoes a full transformation to play a black role, is used as a satirical critique of this practice. He portrays a white man with blue eyes and blonde hair who adopts blackface for a role, creating a character with two layers. This meta-performance is complex and humorous, highlighting the film's satire of Hollywood's excesses and method acting. Anyone who misses this nuance might not understand the context. If someone is offended by Kirk Lazarus's blackface, it's because they didn't grasp the film's critical point. It's satire, not promotion of prejudice. This cleverness behind the joke is what makes Tropic Thunder so special. Overall, the movie balances outrageous humor with social commentary, showing Hollywood's inner workings with wit and intelligence. The jokes land perfectly, often self-deprecating, and serve as commentary on the film industry itself. I found the film bold and without a doubt one of the best comedies I've ever seen. Not just one of the best comedies, but also one of the smartest, combining humor with critique and memorable performances. That's all for now. Session closed. If all goes well, see you in the next video. Until then.